Uganda is a country known in the West mostly for its turbulent past. The insurgency of the Lord's Resistance Army is long over, and the people are more optimistic about the future. I went to Uganda during the summer of 2012 with my friend Albert in order to witness what the British call the Pearl of Africa. The people who we met were working hard to build a future for themselves and their children. Almost all the people we came into contact with were very welcoming. But what was most noticeable was that they have great entrepreneurial spirit. This is the story of how the Duke Microfinance Leadership Initiative has been helping to develop microfinance lending opportunities in a small town in Uganda called Nkokonjeru, located just 2 hours west of the capital, Kampala. For the past 4 summers, the Duke Microfinance Leadership Initiative, or DMLI, has had a partnership with a credit union in this town. This credit union is called SACCO for short, and it stands for Savings and Credit Cooperative. This organization is different from a bank in that it is completely member-owned and not-for-profit. With the help of Duke University students, the SACCO has had much of an impact in helping locals develop businesses and to raise farmers out of poverty. In the past, Duke University students sent to Uganda through the DMLI have had much success in helping to expand the membership of the SACCO and to develop its capabilities as a microfinance lender. So the work of DMLI interns involve going from village to village, doing mobilization work, and this involves asking villagers survey questions about their financial situation. These questions would normally be sensitive by American standards, but the villagers that we've met were not shy about giving us their best estimates about their spending and saving patterns. The results of the survey were then analyzed in order to help the SACCO develop new products that they can offer to help the local community.
Typically, what has been the case is that students have come back with data, with new ideas about the way the organization works and what it does well, what it doesn't, and new ideas about products, about how to deliver service, that sort of thing. And I then match them with a faculty member that has some expertise and interest in microfinance, and they work on an independent study. And what students should know is that you don't have to have everything worked out, but you do have to have a good idea and some sense of what your agenda would look like in order to be more successful.
We talked a lot about potential projects before we left, but we didn't decide on particular projects to work on until we got there. And personally, I took on mobile banking as my independent research project. Mobile banking, it's the process of using a device to access a bank or stored credit of value, or a bank account. So it's giving people access to banking services, to financial services that otherwise don't have access to it because the banks are too far away and because transportation might be a preventative barrier to their ability to access financial services. Uganda is a very, very safe country. It has been the kind of a basket of NGO work recently because it's safer for independent travelers and especially women.
Nkokonjeru in our language it means white chicken. Yeah, so it is a place that has hosted foreigners for many years because it has a good reputation of having it has a big influence of the Catholic presence. Missionaries came here and helped develop this area. So we've had a good experience with foreigners, and people are very friendly with foreigners. They like them a lot. And for the past 4 years, Duke DMLI interns have been working with us to help build the capacity of Nkokonjeru SACCO. When the first group came, that I think involved Gloria and Dan Kobayashi, they helped us to do mobilization because by the time they came, SACCO had about 280 members. But when they came and we did the mobilization with them, we had a rapid increase in membership that after 3 months, after 3 months, membership increased up to 800 members. And then practically we have over 1,300 members. Then another group came that helped us to do financial literacy classes with members and also building capacity of our staff, the SACCO staff, to be able to do proper recording, computerized recording of financial documents, and also building their typing skills, helping them with computer typing skills.
The last group is that of Lamjed, here, and the likes of Fred. So they also did a great work of mobilization, great work of documentation, great work as in trying to help the institution have the records in place and stored well. So those people did what we call mobilization. We would go with them in the field, mobilize the more members, and indeed more people joined the institution during that time.
When we were there, Jadian and I focused on a broad theme for all of our projects, and that was increasing the access of the SACCO increasing access to the SACCO services. And what we actually found was that we didn't necessarily need to increase the number of members that were members of the SACCO, but it would also be profitable for members who were already subscribed with the SACCO to use the services more.
People have now built trust in SACCO because they know that if Muzungu all the way from America can come to help develop this SACCO, then it means that this SACCO has credibility. Otherwise, if it had been not a good institution, it would not have encouraged Americans to come and help out. So it has built credibility, and even people know that in the beginning, when our loan portfolio was still very small, DMLI helped us to raise some money to improve on the loan portfolio, and all members know that. So whenever they see Muzungu coming from America to help work with the SACCO, people really have a lot of trust that the SACCO is providing a commendable service to them.
Do you think the SACCO would be where it is today if you did not have this partnership with the Duke Microfinance Leadership Initiative?
No. We wouldn't be where we are today because first and foremost, our loan portfolio was very small. But when DMLI helped us with the loan portfolio, so we had money to lend to members, and they are also paying back. And secondly, we did great mobilization work when DMLI came, and they helped us with mobilization, and the number of members more than doubled.
Do you welcome the Duke interns who will be coming next year?
In fact, I even welcome like 100 of them next year, because what you've gained from the past interns is really a success to the institution, and we also believe that the spirit of internship should be strongly emphasized. I take this opportunity to actually thank the recent interns. They've done some great work to us, and I hope they transfer the same information to the next interns to come so that they also have some great work with us.
Uganda, and especially the town of Nkokonjeru, is home to some of the friendliest people I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Much was accomplished during the 2 months Albert and I were there.
Bye.
Many memories were created and good impressions were left. Our colleagues are looking forward to the next group of Duke students to continue the effort to build up the capabilities of the credit union and to make their own mark in Uganda in the summers to come.
Bye.